It's interesting because, obviously this civil suit was coming for a while.
Yep.
And there was some talk between Busby and Jay-Z's lawyers. I think both Busby and Jay-Z's lawyers are really alphas.
Really wanted to find out who my father was, and for the case not to go how I was planning it, I really thought it was going to go different.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z are undoubtedly among the most private and enigmatic celebrity couples in the world. However, even by their famously secretive standards, the mystery surrounding their youngest son, Sir Carter, has fans speculating more than ever. While his sisters, Blue Ivy and Rumi, have enjoyed moments in the spotlight, whether it's Blue performing on stage with her mom or Rumi making adorable public appearances, Sir Carter appears to be missing in action. The burning question on everyone's mind is why. What could possibly explain why one of the world's most famous children remains so hidden?
At what age then did you start to question, who your parents could be?
Well, I wouldn't say I started to question it, but I said around like 7, maybe 6. I think it started at 6, and my mom was just telling me that my father wasn't my father, but as a kid, I really didn't.
Let's rewind to Beyoncé's recent halftime performance, where she once again proved why she's called Queen Bey. Every note, every move, every detail of her performance was flawless, as expected. But as fans celebrated another iconic moment in her career, some couldn't help but notice something odd. While Rumi was spotted backstage living her best life with Dad Jay-Z and Blue Ivy continues to bask in her growing stardom, Sir was nowhere to be seen. Not a mention, not a photo, not even a hint of his presence. And this isn't a one-off occurrence. Sir has consistently been absent from public family outings, leading to a whirlwind of theories ranging from the mundane to the downright shocking.
Accusations are false. There's 2 ways to go about these cases. Either one, you do the economic analysis, right? What is this going to cost me? Where is it going? How much am I going to lose? All these different things, even if it's false, right? How much are the attorneys going to cost?
The Carters have always been fiercely protective of their children, but Sir's absence feels different. Fans have grown accustomed to Blue Ivy's appearances, whether she's stealing the show at award shows or delivering her first acting lines in the upcoming Mufasa film. Even Rumi, who's only 7, has made her way into family photos and public events, charming fans with her bubbly personality. Sir, on the other hand, seems to have disappeared entirely from the public eye. While Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mother, has described Sir as quiet and reserved, fans aren't convinced this is the only reason for his low profile. Theories about Sir's absence have taken on a life of their own, with fans piecing together clues and crafting explanations that range from heartwarming to downright conspiratorial. One popular idea is that Sir is simply introverted, preferring the peace and quiet away from the spotlight. Tina even hinted at this, saying Sir is more interested in numbers and electronics than the glitz and glam of public life. But for some fans, this explanation doesn't quite add up. After all, being quiet or reserved hasn't stopped Beyoncé and Jay-Z from occasionally sharing glimpses of their kids in the past. So, why is Sir being treated differently?
Just continue to say the same thing, and she never changed her name. Like, she always was staying with the same name. I'm like, well, why? Like, as I got to 16, 17, I'm like, Mom, you've been saying this since I was a kid. So it's like, now my mom never lied to me, so why?
Another theory gaining traction is that Sir might have unique needs or sensitivities that make public appearances overwhelming for him. Some fans have speculated that he could have a condition making him more sensitive to loud noises or overstimulation, which would explain why the Carters are extra careful about keeping him out of the public eye. One fan even commented, "If this is true, I totally respect their decision. Social media can be ruthless, and they're protecting him, and they're not wrong." Blue Ivy, despite being Beyoncé's daughter, has faced her fair share of criticism online over the years, from cruel comments about her hair as a toddler to unkind opinions about her outfit at the Mufasa premiere. The internet has repeatedly shown how brutal it can be, even to children. It's no wonder Beyoncé and Jay-Z might want to shield Sir from that kind of negativity.
We just fought it. Like, it was never to chase anyone or make anyone feel like, we just trying to come up with a plan to take your money. I don't want your money. That's not what I'm here for. I'm really here to just find the truth out, and it seemed like that was just so hard to do in these courts, like these courts.
But while these theories paint a picture of loving, protective parents, others believe there's something much bigger at play, and this is where things start to get really interesting. Some are pointing to Jay-Z's ongoing legal troubles, suggesting that Sir's low profile might be a strategic move to protect the Carter family's image. Over the past few months, Jay-Z's name has been tied to a series of allegations that have cast a long shadow over his otherwise untouchable reputation. These accusations have sparked intense media scrutiny, and fans can't help but wonder if the Carters are keeping Sir out of the spotlight to prevent him from getting caught up in the drama. Think about it. Blue Ivy is at an age where her peers are likely aware of who her parents are and can read the headlines. The allegations against Jay-Z, which include troubling claims involving a minor, have undoubtedly created an uncomfortable situation for the family. One can only imagine the conversations Beyoncé and Jay-Z must have had about how to explain these accusations to their children. And while Blue Ivy and Rumi are already in the public eye, Sir might be kept away precisely because the Carters are trying to shield him from this storm of controversy.
A lot of times lawsuits are like playing poker. Like even when you feign, that you have strength, it could be that you have some weakness in your case. So Busby's never going to say that he doesn't have the evidence. I mean, Busby's always going to say he's got the evidence. He's always going to say, oh, we're going to look at multiple other people. We're going to do all this because he wants to put that fear into that.
Fans have also noticed a stark contrast in how Sir is treated compared to Jay-Z's alleged older son, Rymir Satterthwaite. Rymir has spent over a decade fighting for recognition, claiming to be Jay-Z's biological son and requesting the rapper to take a paternity test. Despite his efforts, Jay-Z has consistently denied the claim and has allegedly gone to great lengths to avoid taking the test. This ongoing legal battle has only added fuel to the fire, with fans questioning why Jay-Z is so determined to keep Rymir at arm's length while seemingly going to great lengths to protect Sir. Is this just a coincidence, or is there a deeper story here?
My mom was at a show and she was with a friend, and I guess her and her friend stayed to, after the show, he was doing little signings and little autographs and stuff like that. I guess he wasn't too big, but I guess females, when the show is over, you can sign little autographs and stuff like that, talk to the people who perform. She said she wanted.
And then there's Beyoncé, the queen of perfection and control. Every move she makes, every post she shares, and every appearance she plans is meticulously thought out. If Sir is missing from the picture, you can bet it's for a reason. Some fans believe Beyoncé's silence on the matter is her way of keeping attention focused on her career rather than the growing speculation surrounding Jay-Z. After all, she's no stranger to public drama and has always managed to come out on top, whether it's addressing cheating rumors through her music or staying poised during family scandals. Could Sir's absence be another carefully calculated move to maintain the family's pristine image?
Apartment building, and they did what they did in there, talked a little bit, had a good time party, and I guess I can't fully talk as my mom because I'm not my mom. I'm just telling you guys what she told me. It was just, and I honestly just believe it, it's just.
But let's not forget, the internet is relentless, and the Carters' secrecy about Sir has only fueled more speculation. Some fans have even suggested that Sir might not be living with the family full-time, raising even more questions about what's really going on. While these theories remain unconfirmed, one thing is clear. The mystery surrounding Sir Carter isn't going away anytime soon. So, what's the truth? Are Beyoncé and Jay-Z simply trying to protect their son's privacy, or is there something much bigger they're keeping from the world? Fans are desperate for answers, and until the Carters decide to break their silence, the speculation will only continue to grow. One thing's for sure, when it comes to Beyoncé and Jay-Z, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. And with so many layers to this story, it feels like we're only scratching the surface of what could be one of Hollywood's most intriguing mysteries.
Felonies, I'm not crazy and none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And it seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got
The story only gets more tangled when you look at the other players in Jay-Z's life. While Sir Carter's low-profile existence might seem like a protective move by his parents, the contrast with Rymir Satterthwaite's ongoing legal battle against Jay-Z raises questions that are impossible to ignore. For over a decade, Rymir has been fighting to prove that Jay-Z is his biological father, and the situation is as messy as it is heartbreaking. Unlike Sir, who is sheltered and kept away from public scrutiny, Rymir has been left to fend for himself, battling an uphill legal fight against one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry.
I would hope he would think about it and this would be in his mind, but I wouldn't actually know what another person is.
If you take a moment to think about it, the stakes in this battle aren't just about proving paternity for Rymir. It's about finally getting closure and acknowledgement of his identity from the man he believes is his father. But for Jay-Z, the stakes are much higher. If Rhee's claims are proven true, it could open a Pandora's box of legal and public relations nightmares, especially given the timeline of events. Wanda was reportedly very young when she met Jay-Z, a detail that adds an entirely new layer of complexity to the situation. Some have speculated that this is the real reason Jay-Z has gone to such great lengths to avoid taking a paternity test.
Me, if I gotta fight for all of us, I will, but I won't let the court systems just walk over me. I won't let Jay-Z, I won't let no one just walk over me and tell me something because y'all just saying this. I want the truth. If we can't go to the Supreme Courts, the regular courts, to find out the truth, what are they here for?
Yeah, all right, we'll get to the legal things that you've been through, the battles.
Dr. Lai Qi, who has been a vocal advocate for Rymir, hasn't held back in her criticism of Jay-Z and his legal team. In a recent interview, she said, "We've seen every trick in the book. They've sealed records, blocked access to documents, and used every technicality to take this case from being heard. If there's nothing to hide, why not take the test and end this once and for all?" Her frustration is palpable, and it's hard not to feel for Rymir, who has spent much of his adult life fighting for answers that seem just out of reach. And here's the thing, this isn't just a private battle anymore. The story has gained traction in the media, with fans and critics alike questioning why Jay-Z remains so adamant about avoiding the test. Some believe it's about protecting his image, while others think it's about something far deeper. Whatever the reason, the longer this drags on, the more it tarnishes the carefully curated image Jay-Z has built over the years. Now, let's bring it back to Sir Carter. The stark difference in how Jay-Z treats Sir, his confirmed son with Beyoncé, versus how he handles the situation with Rymir couldn't be more obvious. Sir is shielded from public scrutiny, raised in the lap of luxury, and given every opportunity to thrive in a private, controlled environment. Meanwhile, Rymir has had to fight tooth and nail just to get a seat at the table, let alone the acknowledgement he's seeking. This disparity has led many to wonder if Jay-Z's actions, or lack thereof, are part of a larger pattern. Is he intentionally keeping Sir out of the spotlight to avoid drawing attention to his ongoing legal battles? Or is this just another example of the Carter family's infamous need for privacy?
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
It's also worth noting that Jay-Z's reluctance to address the Rymir situation has only fueled more speculation about his past. Over the years, numerous rumors and allegations have surfaced, painting a picture of a complicated and at times controversial figure. From his early days in the Brooklyn projects to his rise as one of the most influential figures in music and business, Jay-Z's journey has been anything but straightforward. And while he's done an admirable job of controlling the narrative surrounding his life, stories like Rymir's threaten to unravel the carefully constructed image he's worked so hard to maintain. But here's where things get even murkier. Jay-Z's legal troubles don't end with Rymir. In recent months, his name has been tied to a series of allegations that have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. These claims have brought unwanted attention to the Carter family. After all, it's one thing to deal with rumors and speculation, but when those rumors start to involve legal proceedings and public accusations, the stakes get exponentially higher.
It comes out on Diddy, then you're going to start to hear more and more about Jay-Z and his nefarious.
Think about it. If you're Beyoncé and Jay-Z, and your family is already under intense scrutiny, Would you want to bring your youngest son into the spotlight? Probably not. By keeping Sir out of the public eye, the Carters might be trying to protect him from the fallout of these allegations. But at the same time, their silence only adds fuel to the fire. Fans want answers, and the longer the Carters remain tight-lipped, the more people will speculate about what they're hiding. Let's not forget Beyoncé's role in all of this. As one of the most powerful women in the world, she's no stranger to public scrutiny. Over the years, she's faced everything from infidelity rumors to questions about her family life, and she's always handled it with grace and poise. But even Beyoncé isn't immune to the pressures of being in the public eye. The allegations against her husband have undoubtedly placed a strain on their family, and it's possible that keeping Sir out of the spotlight is her way of maintaining some semblance of normalcy amid the chaos.
Under the indictment, that's somewhat like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak off. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're gonna do it again. That ain't gonna make it with the government or nobody.
Still, fans can't help but wonder, what's the endgame here? Are the Carters planning to address the rumors and set the record straight? Or will they continue to stay silent and hope the speculation dies down? And more importantly, what does this mean for Sir's future? Will he eventually step into the spotlight like his siblings? Or will he remain a mystery, hidden away from the prying eyes of the public? At the same time, the contrast between Sir's low profile and Blue Ivy's rising stardom is hard to ignore. Blue has already achieved more in her short life than most people do in a lifetime. From her Grammy win to her acting debut as Kiara in the upcoming Mufasa film, Blue is carving out a name for herself in the entertainment world. And let's not forget her unforgettable performances alongside Beyoncé on the Renaissance tour. Blue's confidence and charisma are undeniable, and it's clear she's following in her parents' footsteps. Rumi, too, is starting to emerge as a little star in her own right. Whether she's appearing in family photos or making cameos at public events, Rumi's bubbly personality is winning fans over. But while Blue and Rumi are stepping into the spotlight, Sir remains conspicuously absent. For fans, this only raises more questions. Is Sir simply not interested in the spotlight, or is there something more to his disappearance?
For what he did as an individual. Shine's the one who pulled that gun out. Shine's the one who shot. So he has to take responsibility for that.
Some fans have even speculated that Sir's absence is part of a larger strategy to protect the Carter family brand. By keeping him out of the public eye, Beyoncé and Jay-Z might be trying to maintain a sense of exclusivity and mystery around their youngest son. After all, the less people know about Sir, the less they can criticize or speculate about him. And in a world where social media trolls are quick to pounce on even the smallest imperfections, this might be the smartest move the Carters could make. But here's where things get complicated. While the Carters' decision to keep Sir out of the spotlight might make sense on a personal level, it's also fueling more speculation about their family dynamics. Fans are questioning why Sir is being treated differently from his siblings, and some are even accusing the Carters of playing favorites. Whether or not this is true, the perception of favoritism is enough to spark a debate. And when it comes to the Carters, debates are rarely quiet.
Jay-Z got his whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange? You gotta imagine. The fans ain't stepping in and do nothing. The fans don't care about you getting your.
And then there's the elephant in the room, Jay-Z's ongoing legal battles. While the allegations against him remain unproven, they've already caused significant damage to his reputation. For a man who has built his career on being untouchable, this is a major blow. And while Beyoncé has stood by her husband through thick and thin, even she must be feeling the pressure of these scandals. After all, her brand is just as much at stake as his, and any misstep could have serious consequences for both of them. So, where does this leave Sir? For now, it seems he'll remain a mystery, hidden away from the public eye. But as the Carters continue to navigate the fallout from these scandals, fans can't help but wonder how long they can keep up the charade. Will Sir eventually step into the spotlight, Or will he remain the family's best-kept secret? And more importantly, what does his absence say about the Carters as a whole? Are they simply trying to protect their son, or is there something much bigger going on behind the scenes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The conversation is just getting started. Until next time, stay tuned for more revelations and insights into the world of celebrity gossip. Goodbye for now.